Hello everyone. Qatar, a relatively small Gulf nation, has utilized its immense natural gas reserves to become the world's top exporter of liquefied natural gas, LNG, and a model for gas-based economic transformation. Qatar's natural gas reserves are the third largest in the world, with an estimated 800 trillion cubic feet of gas. The country's leadership recognized the potential of these reserves to drive economic growth and prosperity. Despite its limited population of less than 3 million and a land area of less than 12,000 square kilometers, Qatar has successfully turned its natural resources into a global advantage. As of 2023, Qatar exported 80 million tons of LNG, earning approximately $73 billion, which constituted a significant share of its GDP. This video by Africa Rebound examines how Qatar achieved this feat, highlighting the role of strategic investments, robust policy frameworks, and visionary planning. We also highlight the key lessons for Africa's natural gas-rich nations, such as Nigeria, Algeria, Egypt, and Mozambique. Qatar's investment in LNG projects really began to take off in the 1990s, when the country started investing heavily in the development of its natural gas industry. The country has invested over $100 billion in LNG projects, including the Ras Laffan LNG project, the QatarGas project, and the Al-Khalij gas project. Qatar's LNG dominance is built on the North Field, which is the world's largest non-associated natural gas (NAG) reserve, shared with Iran. Recognizing the potential of this resource, Qatar embarked on significant investments in LNG infrastructure. The North Field expansion project is at the heart of Qatar's strategy. This $29 billion project aims to increase Qatar's LNG production capacity from 77 million tons to 126 million tons per annum by 2027. It is divided into two phases, North Field East and North Field South, with major international oil and gas companies like Shell, ExxonMobil, and TotalEnergies partnering in the expansion. This project ensures Qatar remains competitive in the global LNG market amid growing rivals like the United States and Australia. Beyond production, Qatar has also invested in LNG shipping and storage infrastructure. QatarEnergy announced plans in 2023 to build over 100 new LNG carriers, estimated to cost $20 billion, ensuring secure and efficient delivery to markets worldwide. When it comes to LNG export performance in 2023, Qatar exported approximately 80 million tons of LNG, maintaining its position as a leading global supplier. This accounted for over 22% of global LNG exports. The main buyers of Qatari LNG were Asian countries, including China, Japan, South Korea, and India, which together accounted for nearly 70% of Qatar's LNG exports. Europe, facing a gas crisis due to geopolitical tensions, also emerged as a key market for Qatari LNG. In 2023, QatarEnergy reported a net profit of about $28 billion, reflecting the substantial role of LNG exports in the Qatar's economy. Qatar's GDP has grown from $20 billion in 2000 to over $200 billion in 2023. The country's GDP per capita has also increased significantly, from $15,000 in 2000 to over $60,000 in 2020, placing Qatar firmly in the developed nation category. Furthermore, with long-term supply contracts in place, including a recent landmark 27-year deal with China, Qatar has secured a stable revenue stream for decades to come. The government has also channeled LNG revenues into developing non-energy sectors such as education, healthcare, and infrastructure, which align with Qatar's National Vision 2030 strategy. Above all, Qatar's sovereign wealth fund, the Qatar Investment Authority (QIA), with assets exceeding a whopping $450 billion, has invested LNG earnings globally in sectors like real estate, technology, and finance. These investments reduce Qatar's dependence on hydrocarbons and ensure Qatar's long-term financial stability and economic prosperity. Qatar's dominance in the LNG market is supported by its focus on long-term contracts low production costs, and strategic partnerships. Its contracts, often spanning 2 to 3 decades, provide stability and security to buyers, especially in energy-hungry regions like Asia and Europe. Furthermore, Qatar benefits from its geographic location, which enables efficient shipping to both Eastern and Western markets. Its low production costs, estimated at $5 per million British thermal units, give Qatar a competitive edge over rival exporters. Qatar's strategic foresight is evident in its long-term LNG agreements. For instance, in October 2023, QatarEnergy signed a 27-year LNG supply deal with Italy's Eni, underscoring its commitment to securing long-term partnerships. Such agreements not only secure Qatar's market share, but also enhance its geopolitical influence. Qatar's success underscores the importance of investing in world-class infrastructure. African nations must prioritize the development of gas processing plants, pipelines, and LNG terminals. For instance, Mozambique's Rovuma Basin project can replicate Qatar's North Field model with the right investments and partnerships. Qatar has used LNG revenues to build a diversified economy through investments in non-energy sectors. African nations should channel gas revenues into education, healthcare, and manufacturing to reduce reliance on hydrocarbons. Long-term supply contracts have been a cornerstone of Qatar's LNG strategy. African countries should negotiate such deals to ensure revenue stability and attract foreign direct investment. Efficient governance and transparent policies have attracted international oil companies to Qatar. Nigeria and Algeria, for example, need to streamline regulations and combat corruption to unlock their gas potential fully. While focusing on exports, Qatar ensures adequate domestic energy supply. African nations must similarly balance export ambitions with meeting local energy demands, as seen in Nigeria's drive to use natural gas for power generation and transportation. Qatar's journey from a small Gulf state to the world's leading LNG exporter is a testament to the power of strategic resource management, infrastructure investments, and economic diversification. As Nigeria, Algeria, Egypt, and Mozambique navigate their paths as Africa's leading natural gas producers, Qatar's model offers valuable lessons on how to maximize the benefits of this resource for national economic development. By emulating Qatar's approach, these African nations can not only transform their economies, but also secure a sustainable energy future and economic prosperity. Thanks for watching.